Dia div, agus fáilte go dí Terra IncogWeirdo má carjas, agus mad and ma. Hello and welcome to Terra IncogWeirdo, my friends, and good morning. Yes, it's morning here at Terra IncogWeirdo. A lovely pre-fall morning, and the crows are singing. Well, actually, they're the ravens. There's not a lot of crows around here. The ravens are singing, and Auntie Angie is about to do her first reading sent in from a viewer. Now, we have had some readings from beloved Purple Mommy, but she is my channel moderator, just to clarify. That doesn't mean Purple Mommy doesn't count. Of course Purple Mommy counts, because she's the #1 IncogWeirdo, okay? But we have a question from a new viewer today, and it's a historical mystery, Auntie Angie's absolute favorites. So I am going to read you the email, okay? I'm going to hold the cards so they can hear the story as well. Okay, here we go. Hello, I'd like to suggest a historical mystery. The disappearance of the ship, the Patanela. Have you guys heard of this? This is an Australian mystery. My Australian IncogWeirdos are wonderful. I love all of you. Hooroo, hooroo, hooroo. Or however you guys say it. You're going to have to teach me, obviously. On November 8th, 1988, Patanela, a state-of-the-art schooner with a highly experienced captain, his wife, and 2 deckhands, vanished without a trace off the Australian coast. The boat has never been found, nor any of the crew. Only one life buoy, which, strangely, in testing, seemed to have been in the water for a few months, despite the buoy being found many years later. That is strange. Maybe it got stuck somewhere, like maybe it got beached and then taken back out to sea during a storm. I don't know, just popped into my head. Various suggestions have been put forward. Colliding with a tanker, encountering pirates, the captain going crazy and killing everyone, a freak wave. There have been books written about this case. I hold one in my hands. Patanela is Missing, Australia's Greatest Sea Mysteries by Robert Reed. 2 years ago, Australia's 60 Minutes had an episode about the Patanela in its Under Investigation series. Robert Reed, the author of the book, was on the panel. That episode is on YouTube. This would be a good tarot reading, and not many tarot readers have done one on the Patanela. I have my own theories, but I don't want to influence your reading. Thank you, me and the cards. Thank you for that. There were claims that the ship was sighted a few years later. Best regards, Andrew. Well, Andrew, thank you very much for this request for a reading. I'm really excited to see what we get. Okay, so cards, you've heard the story about the Patanela and how it went missing in 1988. Okay, and who was on the ship at the time. I believe it was the captain, his wife, and 2 deckhands. Okay, that's correct. So 4 people missing. No clues except for a buoy that did not seem to be in the water anywhere near as long as it should have. Okay. All right. So cards, can you please tell us what happened here? What happened to the Patanela? Did it ever sink? Was it pirated? Is it still being used under a different name? Maybe it got seized by some pirates. Or is it lying somewhere at the bottom of the ocean? Okay. So, on Andrew's behalf, we ask, what happened to the ship, the Patanela? Interesting. Can you guys see that? Okay. The second pile dropped singularly. It's going to end up being the furthest card from the reading, which sometimes is interesting to know. We'll see if we need to look at that or not. Okay. So here we go. I'm started doing this a little different. I'm going to lay all the cards out and then I'm going to read, okay? First card is fire. Okay, that's in nature of the question. Second card, reason for asking, is this is crook and flail reversed. And this probably might indicate Andrew's theory about what he thinks happened. Factors to be considered is noxious upright. It's always interesting. Solution, advice, comment given. Twins upright. Outcome. Ta upright. Alrighty, people. Okay, well, I think I'm seeing a little bit of something here. Okay, let's get our beloved book and see what the beloved book says. Okay, so nature of the question. Okay, so fire indicates like burning bridges and something. Well, it also has to do with creativity, but in this sense, I think we can read this as the ship went up in smoke and no one has seen it since. Well, let's just say it disappeared into the fog or the smoke, right? So what was once there is no longer there. It's been burned up and turned into ash and memory. Okay, now crook and flail reverse. Now this is the reason for asking, and Andrew can tell us if this is indeed, if this gives some credence to what his theory would be, because Andrew is the person who asked this question. So, okay. So this indicates somebody whose personality is disintegrating. Perhaps a questionable occultist. Somebody whose thinking is going awry on all levels is what we're seeing here. And somebody that wants to be left alone. Okay. A person who must indulge at a whim at any cost, commitment to their own pleasure at the inconvenience of everyone else, undisciplined, people who you cannot work with. Yeah, okay. And it suggests a bossy, domineering person who does not really have the wisdom and authority to carry out the task successfully, causing others to suffer as a result. So what I see from that is, and Andrew, you can tell us if this is correct or not, that you think that the captain went overboard in terms of his mind went overboard. And he is the kind of person that would set up something like this to remove himself from society. So this is indicating that Andrew believes that the captain who was supposed to be an authority did not have the requisite skills to be an authority, and that combined with his unbalanced his mental state is what led to the disappearance of this ship. Okay, Andrew, you can let us know if that's correct. So that's interesting. This is a whole new aspect, because usually it's me or Purple Mommy asking the question, and I already know what our reason for asking is. So, Andrew, let us know if that was your reason for asking. Okay, so factors to be considered as Nephthys. Okay, so this is the hidden one. The hidden one. It means something is hidden, such as the Patanela. And this indicates assistance from a friend, a close friend, or it indicates a female relative. The book itself will say sister or daughter, but again, when you get into these female icon cards in this deck, the wife could have been complicit in this, but what this is saying is that the boat was hidden. Okay, solution advice or comment given: it was a partnership, a pair of people worked together to so that this boat would disappear. So it's looking like the crazy husband captain may have gotten his wife to help him. Once again, it could be a close friend or a close female friend or a relative, or the wife. Okay, so it's the captain and a woman were the cause. Okay, and the outcome is cha. All right, so this here's the captain. All right, so the outcome is that his cleverly constructed plan worked. All right, so this is indicating that the Patanela is out there and did not sink. I see nothing in here that, like, we would have got, if it had sunk, we would have gotten something like Anubis or water reversed, maybe Sirius reversed for accidents, but none of that is showing up here. So it's looking like this was collusion on the part of the captain husband and probably his wife. I'm going to pause because I'm going to put the cards back together because if the ship is not at the bottom of the ocean, people, where is it? Let's try to find out where it is, okay? So hang on for a second, my lovely Incogweirdos. I will put the cards together and I will BRB.